everyone, I'm going to show you how you can use the lip blush workbook. So in this workbook, you can follow me on Instagram. Here is the QR code to my Instagram. So that way, if you ever have any questions, you can message me either on Instagram or Facebook. After you take my training, more likely I'm gonna add you to a Facebook group that has you and another student. If your class happen to have one more student, then we're all going to be in the same group, so that way every time you need support, I can support you after course. And this is the QR code for our Facebook group to for like further education, for continued education. Make sure you join in this group because I often go live with like procedures, and I share tips and tricks, like more tips and tricks and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you join. Here is the supply checklist where it listed out like some of like the most important PPE, the essentials, the supply. This is for you to take notes if you need. This is the lip undertones and color guide for you to sort of like have it handy when you're like with a client or whatnot. So this workbook is really come in really handy if you're with a client. This is Fitzpatrick 1 to 3 skin tone for their lip undertone. So we cover this on the online training, and this is the color approach for it. I already printed out these, so you can kind of like use them to show your clients, like what shade they're going to be in. If it's pink, then the level of the pink. If they want more kind of like a mauve, then like a breakdown of like different level of the mauve. So this is really handy. And this is the lip undertone for Fitzpatrick 4. Fitzpatrick 5, lip undertone, color neutralization guide. I sort of like printed the color wheel for you just in case you forget how to correct purple and how to correct blue. And these are the formula. Again, if you take the online training, then go back to that module where we talked about like the breakdown and everything. This breakdown, you don't have to memorize. It's just there for you for like further understanding. Lip pigment guide. So the guidelines to like each of the colors that I think would work perfectly with Fitzpatrick 1 to 3. And then lip pigment for Fitzpatrick 4 to 6. The pre-care and aftercare, these you can find it on my website, or there is actually a copy of that in the online module that you can just print it out or change it to however you want, and then give it to your client or have it posted on your own website or social media, however you want to like communicate with your clients about the pre-care and aftercare. Or you can send them an email on the pre-care aftercare after they book the appointment with you. So yeah, so these informations are available along with the consent form, like an example of the consent form. I have it posted on the online modules. This is the lip mapping where, I show you how you can map the lip. These are just some practice lips that we can practice. Now, if you're checking my hands-on training, we will practice drawing these shapes. So if you're only signed up for the online training, you can go ahead and like do this, and there's gonna be a separate video of me showing you how you can measure the lips. But we will definitely go over this part if you're taking the hands-on training, so that way I can show you more on like how to shape different types of lips. And this is like extra practice paper where you need to draw the lips in like straight line first and then curve it in a way that make the shape of the lips. some more practice sheet. Now this sheet, this side does not have the pre-drawn, so you would need to like pre-draw it out, and then this side does not have the pre-dot here for you, so you would need to like dot that on these practice sheet. And then same thing, this practice sheet does not have the actual lines, so you would need to like basically draw your own line. So each of these sections kind of like getting harder and harder, so that way you can practice. This is like an extra practice sheet that you can print out. It's available online as well within the training portal, that you can just print it out and then practice on your own if you would like to practice more on like the shaping.